This is my full review of Stormforge Sheilun Mists of Pandaria World of Warcraft private server after almost an entire month of playing on it. I have leveled a number of different characters, hit max level with 2 of them so far, tried everything I could, including quests, dungeons on low and max level, PvP, PvE, interacting with other players on the server, transmog mount and achievement runs, so that I could tell you, the viewer, exactly how good or bad the server is. This video is sponsored by gtopmoney.com, a website listing World of Warcraft private servers in different categories. Check them out if you need some inspiration. Thanks for the support, and back to the review. I said I leveled multiple characters, and I was contemplating whether I should even level another character once I hit max level with my main paladin. Do I really want to spend several extra hours on another character? Is it worth it? Is this server that good? And I decided to give it a go. Sheilun definitely impressed me, and it's one of the best private servers to play on right now, in my opinion, but it still has its issues too. What makes a private server worth playing? Among the things I consider is the server longevity, its history, present, but also future plans for the server. Stormforge is one of the better known projects in WoW private server industry. It has been around since early 2022 under this name, but it is a team of Tauri and Atlantis projects which have both been around for many years. Stormforge has since released 3 Mists of Pandaria realms, Sheilun being the third one, and also a very popular TBC realm, Netherwing. Every new MoP realm would, however, essentially kill the old one, and majority of the players would go for the fresh experience instead. The characters you leveled on the previous MoP realms are not just lost. They've been merged into one realm called Mistblade, and once Sheilun goes through the whole progression cycle through content patches, then Sheilun and Mistblade will merge into one and progress to Legion sometime in 2026. So the characters that you level now in Mists of Pandaria will have future in Legion later. Sheilun is the go-to Mists of Pandaria private server right now, the most populated and popular, and doesn't seem to have any competition in the foreseeable future. The only one that can deal a heavy blow to the realm will be Mists of Pandaria Classic, but that isn't coming out until several months from now. Oh great, another dead server. There were a few haters saying this when Sheilun was launching. Guess what? The population reaches just over 5,000 players at peak every evening, which has been the case ever since the launch, and it doesn't seem to go any lower anytime soon either. Mostly international players, but Sheilun is also very popular among Spanish-speaking community, just like Mistblade realms previously were. The world chat gets extremely toxic sometimes, so if you get easily offended and don't like racist jokes, you better stay away. There's also plenty of nice and helpful people around, so you get what you look for. The server type is PvP, so you are automatically flagged for PvP combat in the open world whether you like it or not. This may result in some ganking by the opposite faction, but I've never had issues with that except one instance when 2 people were stream sniping me. That wasn't really world PvP, it was more of a personal mental issues thing for them, where they would follow me anywhere in the world to kill me when I was still leveling. These people were reported and banned for a week for that behavior, so it's good to see that there is some moderation and people like that don't just make the game unplayable for someone else. The faction balance is not amazing. There's 10 to 15% less alliance on the server, and it shows. But it's not a big issue since everything is cross-faction, including instance gameplay, dungeons, battlegrounds, arenas, guilds. So that's an amazing feature to have. Stormforge also has an active Discord server where you can go if you need assistance, want to read about the news, or just chat with other players outside of the game. Leveling takes a while. The XP rates are at ×3 by default. You can also lower it all the way down to 0.5 experience rates if you'd like to, and you can also boost it by donating on Stormforge website. Dungeon queues are very fast for any role and any level range, since many people are still in the process of leveling their characters even now. There's no such thing as leveling through battlegrounds on this server. You can also level a bit faster for every max level character you have on your account. Scripting and the quality of the server is very good. Rarely did I ever have any issues, whether it's questing or running all kinds of dungeons. However, there were some minor bugs, such as battleground bases not showing which team has captured them, some NPCs double spawned or randomly unkillable, but this was only a rare occasion. There was also a bug with the honor point rates, where for around a week people were able to obtain not just ×3 honor rates as they were supposed to, but like ×8 instead. Players also abused this by purchasing some Burning Crusade dagger via macro and getting tons of gold for it. Long story, some slow fixing, not great decision making, but eventually I think the Stormforge team corrected the mistake as well as they could. Even previous expansions content is really well scripted on the server, so if you like to do old raids and dungeons for transmog farms, achievements or mounts, then Sheilun is a really good place for those kinds of players. Server is very stable, no delay, no crashes. There were a couple days where we had a really bad delay in Pandaria zones. It was really annoying, but then if you logged in an instance, it would be fine. Players are actively looking for groups, doing world bosses every day, grouping up for raids and dungeons. Mogushan Vaults is the raid that is currently open. There's a large number of guilds, even separate communities of players from different countries playing together. PvP is active. I would have expected a little more activity for a 5,000 player server. Especially the first time I hit max level, I was surprised by the lack of arena participation, but it has improved a lot since. It seems like it was mostly due to majority of players still gearing up through battlegrounds and mostly being fresh max levels. Random battlegrounds are extremely active at any time of the day. Some people complained about battlegrounds being imbalanced, but I'd never had that issue. I've played dozens of battlegrounds so far and I had all kinds of fights. Some closer, some more dominant, pre-mates and no pre-mates. The queue always pops within seconds or few minutes max. 3v3 solo queue arena bracket has the best participation. 1v1 arenas are also decently popular. Unfortunately, regular 2v2 isn't very popular and 3v3 arena is mostly dead. Is the server pay to win? You get a decent amount of boost for donating. You can buy gold, but you can also sell your own gold and receive donate currency that way. So whatever there is available on the website for real money, you can get it for your in-game gold too. There's also an option to boost your character to max level on Midsblade. This option should be arriving to Sheilun soon, and there you will also get some gear to start with. Stormforge also has a really well designed website, including logs page with PvP ladders for battlegrounds and arenas, PvE rankings and character armory. And that's Stormforge's Sheilun. I think I covered all the important stuff. Let me know in the comments if I forgot to mention anything. I've enjoyed my stay on the server and I will continue playing there, at least casually. It is one of my favorite servers for 2025. Let me know what you think of Sheilun. How's your experience been? Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see you in Pandaria.